The Denver Broncos just hedged their bets by signing a new free agent, and in this video we're going to break down who that is and why I think Sean Payton needs to stop hedging and push all his chips in going in on this season with a quarterback. We're going to break that down, ton more in this video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ben. I'm a diehard Denver Broncos fan. If you are pumped for the Broncos season, helps me out a ton if you would like and subscribe. So the big move of the day, today being Friday, is that the Denver Broncos cut one of our defensive tackles, waived him, dropping us under the number of people that we can have on the team with that 90-man roster. And we went out and we signed a former, mostly practice squad player in Hunter Kampmoyer. Hunter Kampmoyer is like a beast of a dude and obviously plays tight end. And 6'4", 243 pounds. He went to the University of Oregon. He never overlapped with Bo Nix there. And I find this move to be like very puzzling because so far we're through like 9 days of actual training camp. Greg Dulcich looks incredible. He shows no lingering signs of that injury, and people are very, very high on him. And then on top of it, we've heard how much Sean Payton has been talking up Lucas Krull. So I'm very curious as to why we made this move here. I don't know if perhaps the loss of Quinn Bailey. We know Quinn Bailey was in a lot last year as the swing tackle on some of those goal line blocking plays, and I know that Greg Dulcich will never be that real set the edge tight end blocker, and so perhaps he's here, he's just a camp body, not sure what that is. But truly the biggest bet that Sean Payton has been hedging all season long, all preseason long, is the quarterback battle. That we have a three-way battle for quarterback right now, although all signs are now pointing to the fact that the Denver Broncos have narrowed that down essentially to two. It is Jarrett Stidham against Bo Nix. Zach Wilson has not taken first-team reps whatsoever since padded practices have begun, although it is a really fluid situation that over the 5 padded practices we've had, Bo Nix has had first-team reps in 3 of them, and Jarrett Stidham has had him in 2 of them. Bo Nix has stacked days after day after day, but at this point, I know Sean Payton has been hedging his bets, but man, it's like, hey, let's poop or get off the pot. Who is your guy? And give him all of the reps. So one of the things that really just stands out to me as I'm following along on training camp on Twitter is how few actual scripted throws there are, right? There was a time, I think 2 or 3 days ago, where Bo Nix only threw the ball 4 times other than individual one-on-one drills. And it's like, how are we going to actually be able to evaluate him and evaluate the talent on this team? And I think it is time for Sean Payton to put his chips in and decide who the quarterback of the future is going to be. We see that Bo Nix has silenced all of the doubt about what he can and can't do. The biggest things that people were saying coming into the draft that he couldn't do was that he did not have the arm strength to play in the NFL. Let's check out Exhibit A right here. We've seen multiple gorgeous lobs from him deep down the field. Watch him hit Marvin Mims, a speedster, just straight in stride right here. And that idea of him not having the arm strength is that's just not even true. That this dude is a phenomenal athlete. He's got wheels on him, and there's talk from people on the Hill saying that we're doing a lot of zone reads with him having the ability to actually go and run on the outside, and I think he's going to shock some people there. The other big criticism of him was that he was unable to throw, here it is right here, throw like into tight windows. And I don't know if there could be a tighter window than throwing into Pat Surtain. Watch him hit Cortland Sutton on this play, straight in the middle, and in a tight window. So you say he doesn't have the arm strength. He's shown us time and time again that he does have the arm strength, and then that he can fit the ball into tight windows, as we see right here, on the best corner in the league, as voted by multiple current Pro Bowlers right now. Boom. Right into Pat Surtain, and it's not like Surtain's playing off coverage. Like he's definitely gunning for this, and angry that he does not come down with it. And then more than any of this, he does have the arm strength. He does have the ability, the accuracy. But the biggest thing to me is that it's what's happening between the ears, and that's what we hear time and time again, that Sean Payton values more than any of the athletic skills or even the accuracy. And we've seen so many clips coming out of training camp of Bo Nix reading defenses. We saw PJ Locke yesterday come out and just be like, the thing that shocks me most about him as a rookie is that he sees me on a blitz and he calls it, and he's already playing games with our secondary, knowing they're in a second year of Advanced Joseph system, and this dude is a rookie who should not already be able to do this. So watch him here. We saw him yesterday backed up on the goal line do that and find Greg Dulcich for the first down, and watch here again. We see him, right, make his check, right, does not snap it, calls out the coverage, brings the tight end in to help with his blitz. Not having happy feet, and there he is, finding him right there. So I think we have seen enough at this point. But the big question that I have for all of you guys in the chat is, do you think we have already seen Jarrett Stidham's ceiling? Was Jarrett Stidham ceiling the games that we saw last year, the last two games against the Chargers that we had, and the game that we had against the Raiders last year? Or is there more to Jarrett Stidham? Is his ceiling closer to what he did 2 years ago when he was on the Raiders against the San Francisco 49ers? And to me, I think the Bo Nix ceiling is much higher than the Jarrett Stidham ceiling is, and I want to see his development as quickly as possible. And again, let's just watch one more play here that I loved. Bo Nix throwing the middle of the field is going to be a brand new part of this offense that we know Sean Payton wants, hitting Josh Reynolds right here. And then even just seeing Courtland Sutton bringing in a whole new route that we haven't seen him run in a long time, because Russell Wilson did not hit the slant route, where we know Sean Payton's offenses, when they're clicking, they have a slant god. And I just think Michael Thomas, obviously a great example of that, and I just think Courtland Sutton could be playing that role. Watch him here doing the slant route. Gorgeous slow motion here. And there is nothing like watching Denver Broncos highlights from the hill. Pretty incredible there. And so exciting to see that there. But curious to all y'all, do you agree with me that it is time to name a starting quarterback? Do you want that to be Bo Nix? Do you want that to be Jarrett Stidham? Also, what do you think the purpose of us signing that new tight end was? Because all reports are looking like Greg Dulcich is him and is in very, very good shape for the future. So let me know. It's fantastic to be back in the man cave. Just got back from a vacation to Southern California with my family, which is super fun, and it was really cool to be able to do a couple video interviews. Hope you all enjoyed that, and hope to keep mixing that in as I break down daily Denver Broncos content, and also just reach out to some of the experts out there to help us all be more informed, pumped up Denver Broncos fans, because we got a ton to believe in. Oh, my first day back, that would have felt good.